I was walking home on Friday and I got the text message. I checked it. My birthday was on Saturday, so I knew that there were packages coming. I have paid for postage fees before. I could not remember how I had been told to pay for them. Obviously now I know that it would have been a slip through the door, but at the time it just didn't really occur to me. I had 2% battery left, and I was, as I say, I was walking, so my concentration wasn't fully there, and I was rushing, and I just quickly jumped onto the website. I put in the details that it asked for, which I thought were weird.
What kind of details were you being asked for?
Yeah, this is where I'm going to sound like a mug. So it asked for my name, my date of birth, and I was just in my. I mean, now I'm sitting here thinking, why the hell would they want that? But at the time I was just like, oh, that must be some kind of verification that to know that it's me. But obviously you'd put in a parcel tracking or something, and that again, that didn't even occur to me, like a number. And then it asked me for my address and my telephone number. Again, I thought they were just sort of confirmation things. And then it asked for my card details to pay the £2.99. And it asked for my account number and sort code.
Right.
And I did think, why would they want that? And then I thought, well, they can't do any harm with that. I give that out on invoices all the time. Like, that's what people pay me with. So I didn't think anything of it, like, any further than that. And then I just submitted it.
And you're doing all this on your phone whilst you're walking. So you're doing it, you received the text message, clicked on the link, went on the website and started filling in all these details.
Yeah, and I distinctly remember crossing the road at the same time as well. So that's not very smart, but yeah, I was bounding across a zebra crossing and checking for cars and stuff. So,
and it's your birthday. You're expecting that someone might have sent you something. So you're not, let's say, as you said in the beginning, you're not very focused. So you filled everything in. What happened next?
So nothing immediately. Money didn't go out. I didn't even notice that the £2.99 didn't go out. And then the next day I got packages, and I got a phone call in the afternoon, 5 minutes before I was due to meet my friend who was waiting outside. Again, so I was rushing, and I wanted to enjoy my day. I'd been working all morning. The phone rang, and I picked up, and the guy said, look, is this Emmeline? This is so-and-so from Barclays. Just calling as a bit of a courtesy call because we've got, it's flagging on our system that there's been transactions and direct debits being made from Essex, and we know that you're in Birmingham. So can I just confirm with you whether or not you've made these transactions? Then he listed, direct debit to Vodafone, direct debit to Curry's PC World, and then they'd attempted an over £300 transaction to Argos. And I panicked and was just like, oh my goodness, no, that wasn't me. And I started freaking out. And he was like, well, is there any way that anyone could have got your details? And I was like, oh my goodness me, that was the Royal Mail text. And then I just started immediately, I lowered my guard and just started beating myself up. Like, I was apologizing. I was saying, oh my God, I'm so stupid. I'm so sorry for wasting your time. And then he was like, it's okay. Like, let's do something about it. Like, I need to take you through security just to ask you a couple of questions so that I can, put a stop to your cards, blah, blah. He got me to confirm my name, date of birth, my home address, and then how many accounts I had with Barclays and the balances of them. I gave him that information, and he kept saying correct after each one.
As if he's checking it off some computer screen.
Yeah, but even that, it niggled at me, and I even said to him, yes, I know it's correct. Sorry.
What did this person sound like? What were they? Could you hear office noises in the background? What was their demeanour when they were addressing you?
He was very professional, calm, efficient. Didn't hear anything in the background, but then I'm very unobservant generally.
Don't beat yourself up. What you're doing right now is a massive help to loads of people because they need to hear what this scam sounds like. Obviously, this man was a fraudster. Tell us what happens next.
He then said that he'd cancelled my cards and issued me new ones. They'd be with me in 3 to 5 working days, which I can confirm was the exact script that Barclays used with me when they actually cancelled them. I thanked him profusely again and again, reiterated what a blow it would have been financially for me. And he said, well, there is actually another scheme that's quite a relatively new scheme that enables us to protect your accounts even further. But in essence, it was that he was going to generate a new sort code and account number for me, set up a new account, and he sort of then was taking me through a process in the app to transfer funds and set it up and stuff. And
so
then
he's getting you to move all the money that you've got in your accounts in Barclays to a new account, and you're doing that on your phone using the app.
Yeah. So at first, when he started talking me through the process in the app, so he was like, open the app, go to here, go to here. I didn't know immediately that what he was doing was getting me to transfer the money. So he got me to transfer all the funds from each of my account into one, first of all. And then he got me to then go through the friends and family route, because it asks you on the phone what you're sending something for. And that's when I realised that he was getting me to do a transfer. And I was like, hang on a minute, how do I know that you're from Barclays? Like, how do I know you're not scamming me? And I kind of said it jokingly.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, oh, well, it's really good that you're, taking security seriously. Firstly, check the website for my number, like type in my number into Barclays website, and it will bring up our number. So I did, and it brought up the official Barclays fraud helpline number.
So the number he was calling you from matched the fraud number of Barclays.
Yeah. I then said, yes, but, give me some more details about me that I've not already told you. And then he did. He gave me more details that I was sure I hadn't told him. But at this point, I'm sitting here wondering if I'd given it to him as part of the security questions, because I just don't remember.
Right.
Then he got me to go through the friends and family thing, and the app popped up with a warning saying, make sure you know the person. And obviously I was thinking, well, I do. It's me.
Emmeline, how much money did you transfer?
Well, I transferred about £1,070. 500 of that was mine, which is all I had to live on for a number of weeks now, to the end of April, I think. The other £570 was not mine. That was for a project that I had just produced, and I needed to pay that money out for people that had worked on the project. So yeah, it was a total of 1,070, and he got me to do it in 2 separate transactions as well, because I think when you go over £1,000, it trips the system, and doesn't let you do it.
Now, after you did the whole transaction and you finished and you got off the phone, was there any part of you that questioned what you'd just done? Were you unsure of it?
Well, I knew before the phone call had ended. Because after I transferred everything and my account hit zero, he then said, now you need to transfer your overdraft. And I said, 1, I don't have an overdraft, and 2, that's not how overdrafts work. I knew I didn't have an overdraft. I tried it anyway. It bounced and confirmed pretty much what I knew. And I just broke down on the phone there and then. I cried and cried and cried, and he stayed on the line for a while, trying to get me to calm down, trying to get me to breathe, apologizing for the concern, saying that, we needed to talk. And, he was being really nice, and there was nothing left for him in it, which I think he eventually realized, because he soon hung up. And when he hung up, I just completely broke down.
Have you had any contact with your actual bank, Barclays?
Yes, I rang Barclays immediately after the phone call, and it took me a few hours to get through to them. And once I did, she took down all of the details of what had happened, and said that it would take up to 15 days to hear back an update on how the investigation was going and whether I was likely to receive a reimbursement. And then, obviously, I posted on Twitter, and the case has had quite a bit of attention. So I got phone calls through from the bank yesterday to say that I had been reimbursed in full.
How do you feel now after that whole ordeal?
Just really disappointed in myself, angry, and really anxious. There's a lot of reasons. I don't necessarily feel like everything's completely safe and protected now. Obviously I've been issued new cards and stuff, but ultimately there was a lot of personal details that they had, and I wonder how much you could how much you could hack into with those details, changing passwords and being super careful and paranoid. And it's just, I've had loads and loads of abuse and messages and stuff just from people who've seen it. Yeah, just calling me an idiot and
Right.
saying I deserve to lose all my money, and just I guess it's to be expected. But I didn't tweet that expecting it to blow up, but it's had quite a lot of nasty responses and stuff. So at the moment, I'm quite anxious with everything. But
can I say something to you, as someone from experience of having scammed hundreds of people for the real hustle? I have been there the moment that people have fallen for a scam hundreds and hundreds of times. And I'll say one thing to you, and please believe me when I say this: do not feel stupid or that you've done something wrong. Everyone can be scammed. All it has to do is being at the wrong place at the wrong time, in the wrong frame of mind, and making a very simple mistake. So please ignore all those people telling you that you shouldn't have fallen for it, because I'm telling you, falling for a scam is not a measure of anyone's IQ. So you've done nothing wrong. And in fact, the fact that you actually talked about it in public, you're doing a massive service. We only reported about what that scam looks like, right? It arrives, it says Royal Mail, £2.99 to receive your parcel. Click on this link. But actually, it's very easy for people to dismiss that and go, oh, well, what would happen if you click on the link? And actually, you telling your story, I think, is going to help thousands of people to avoid scams like this. So, look, Emmeline, all I can say is thank you. Thank you for having the courage and the bravery to step forward and talk about it, because I think a lot of people would never have stepped forward out of embarrassment or fear for this abuse as well that you have received. And I think that's a mistake. The more we talk about scams, the better protected we will all be. So thank you.
Thank you very much.